If you know what the word ectomy means, that means you need to be right here on the AfterBuzz Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt Season 3, Episodes 3 and 4 after show. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Monday night energy tonight, right, ladies? Titus had his own theme song for California. I took it back to the original.
I love it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome, and thank you for being with us tonight on a Monday night. My name is Tsahai, and this is the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt After Show on AfterBuzz TV. Find me on social media at Say Hi Tsahai on Instagram, Twitter, and sometimes on Snapchat. Ladies, please introduce yourself.
And you can find me on all my social media at Candice Cruz. And hi, guys. My name is Candice Cruz.
That's so great. I was going to just go search and find out what your name was.
You could. I mean, I kind of skipped that. You know, it's Monday night.
It's okay. We're easing into the week. Easing into the week. Hi, guys. I'm Laura L. Thomas. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Laura L. Thomas TV.
Well, thank you for being here tonight. As you know, we're missing someone tonight. Our Kaylee is out, unfortunately, but she'll be back with us next week. So let's get into this episode, ladies. So we're going to be talking about episodes 3 and 4 tonight. So episode 3, Kimmy can't help you.
No, she just can't.
She
can't help you.
But
She's going to try real hard, though.
Poor thing.
She really does, though, for everything.
I know. I mean, but she had, in episode 3, she had just so many obstacles. She had this, the Reverend's new fiance stop by unexpectedly. We got Titus in basically depressed over Mikey being gone. And, you know, Lillian being herself, and Jacqueline and her drama. We had some amazing things happen. So, okay. First of all, when I first watched this episode, I was like, okay, what's going on? And, you know, it kind of started a little slow for me, and I wasn't sure where it was going, but it definitely got better as things progressed. So, you know, we see Titus at home sipping on some spaghetti sauce.
I was waiting for you to finish in another way, but that works too.
Some scissor, some zizzos.
I think this is Titus's version of scissor. Let's be honest.
Him watching TV with the eye mask on
Killed
me.
Killed me. Of course. I mean, but that's the only way to, you know, like get over a breakup, right? With food and naps, basically.
Spa day.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, and I love the spaghetti sauce. I thought that was hilarious. I thought that was so funny. But then also I thought it was really funny when when Kimmy comes over and he tries to teach her about being an actor. And his reenactment of how to be an actor. Where am I? Who am I? Who are you? Am I daughter?
Feeling all up on the face.
Girl.
Everything.
That's acting.
Okay. He is, I mean, his lines are the best.
The best.
But, I mean, if you've ever gone through a breakup, like, what did you do to get over it? Was it ice cream? Like, for me, it's usually strawberry Haagen-Dazs.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like it.
Is there a go-to breakup food? I know you're married, but in the past, delve back into your single woman past.
So long.
I know. Just dust it off. Let it help us out here.
Well, I mean, I could say, I tend to be a person who eats my emotions in general.
Right. Same here.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Only
so
normal.
Anything that, you know, sugary and sweet and covered in, you know, chocolate is always going to do the trick. So, but I'm a big ice cream fan. Ben & Jerry's is my go-to.
Okay.
Although lately I've been into Halo Top.
I heard great things about Halo.
Halo Top is the bomb.com.
But I'm going to one-up on you because
Okay.
I can't do dairy, so I do Arctic Zero.
Oh.
Please.
So the whole
share.
pint is 150 calories. Just saying.
And
so
dairy-free?
dairy-free.
Stop it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I don't know if...
well, lactose-free. So there we go.
Okay,
got
it's
it. Got it,
lactose-free.
got it. I
So
need to
if
look
you're a
into that.
vegan out there, you can't hit it up. But if you're vegetarian,
Totally
do
fine.
it.
Interesting.
I either do that or I'm recently into donuts.
Have you guys ever had the vegan maple donut from Whole Foods?
No, but have you had faux nuts?
I've had faux nuts.
No, what's a phone nut?
Oh, I'm bringing them next week, girl.
Okay.
Please
I'm
do.
so excited.
We're
Yes,
still
I'm bringing it
celebrating
home.
my
Yes.
birthday, so that works.
See, there
the
you
whole
go.
And it's my
entire
birthday
month.
at the end of the month
It's a
too,
food
so we'll call
Look
it
at-
a June birthday party.
Loving it.
Ooh,
Loving
I'm in
it,
October,
loving it.
but we'll do a early.
Yes.
Early
yes.
celebration.
I love it. It's right around the corner.
Exactly.
June might as well be October. Let's be
That's
honest.
right. Now, speaking of around the corner, sometimes, you know, for me, if I'm sad, I love some good old pancakes and breakfast. And you can get those dishes at Denny's, which we all love. Now, Denny's has this new thing called Denny's on Demand, where you can actually order it and it will be delivered to you.
Are you kidding me?
Done.
Like a Postmates.
Yes.
For Denny's.
Perfect.
Isn't that amazing?
That's awesome.
Now, even sweeter, ha ha ha, just like pancakes.
But
Exactly.
Punny. You're punny.
Thank you. You because of this new app that you can download or you can get online, they're giving you 60 free days of a Hulu subscription.
Oh.
The app called is Denny's On Demand, and it's a new app. And so you can get it online, and then when you order your food, then you watch your favorite show, you eat your feelings, and then it sounds like a good night to me.
Great.
Hey.
24/7 too, though, right?
Exactly.
Perfect.
Channel my inner Titus and download the Denny's app right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Can't
And
wait.
they have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so I can get all of them and just chill out and veg out and binge watch everything.
You can actually stay home all day and order Denny's On Demand for every meal.
This is fantastic.
Guys, we
I'm
can
never
order
leaving.
tonight when we
Yeah.
leave here.
We
I
should
think that
right
sounds like a
now.
plan. That sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm down.
Do they
Let's do
deliver
it.
to AfterBuzz?
They should. We have one right down the street.
Let's
so-
go, Denny.
Oh, they totally do. They've done it before.
Okay, thank you
Yes,
very much.
yes,
Thank you
yes,
very
yes.
much.
I
Denny's,
love
we are
this.
on our way, or actually, you should be on your way to us.
That's right.
Thank you.
I'm gonna do it right now. That's
Thanks.
awesome.
Thanks. Like cute,
Yeah, I
right?
love
I thought
it.
it was super cute.
Yes.
So we also have in this episode Miss Jacqueline. First of all, when Jacqueline comes out in that ensemble, for this,
She looked.
Wow.
Wowza!
Auga is right.
Right?
She was smoking.
No, you guys.
Amazing.
I mean, Jacqueline's my fave, so she can basically do no wrong. Like, I wanted to retract the statement. I called her a gold digger last week. And really, I didn't mean that's. I felt like that was a little too harsh. I feel like socialite is better.
That I like that. There you
Right?
go. That's
Yeah,
perfect.
Yeah,
I can get
socialite.
behind a socialite for
Thank
sure.
you. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. And we're also in the live chat, right?
We are. So if you guys have any questions, comments, anything you want to share, or just shout out, please hop on our YouTube channel and search for Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. We're going to be in the live chat answering questions all night,
Thank you. So,
or at least
Jacqueline,
until 11 o'clock.
right. Jacqueline had this fabulous ensemble on to go to this gala. Her boyfriend's back. Russ is back from. Where was he in Africa? I think
I don't
he
know,
was.
but he looked like a pile of clothes before he got back.
I mean,
He looked like a pile of hot mess for sure.
and-
Literally.
But you know who didn't look like a hot mess was Buckley. When did Buckley become a teenager?
I
Right?
don't
A grown
know.
man.
Grown up.
I was
Done.
like, who is sitting on the couch right now?
I know.
He was so adorable, but still wearing the same ensemble.
Of course.
I mean, which was hilarious. So they go to this gala. Jacqueline looks amazing because they're trying to have this Iktomi moment.
Iktomi? Was it this? Is
Was
it this
yes,
way?
Is it this way?
This way? I thought it was this.
Something
I
like
thought-
this,
I think it's
right?
this
Here we go.
way.
Iktomi.
Oh,
yes.
oh, right.
Yep.
Which I loved.
Yep.
What did you guys think about that whole party scene with Jacqueline and Russ's family? Because it was a mess.
I just felt bad for Russ. Like the poor
Yeah.
guy, he's awkward enough as it is to have a horrible family
I
on
know.
top of it that like literally wants to do everything to shame the poor guy. Like I kind of find it adorable that Jacqueline really does like him.
Yeah.
Like it's not at first when she kept talking about him, I was thinking this guy is going to be like such an old man that she's just marrying, excuse me, socialite, but she's just
you.
marrying
Thank you.
to work her way back into the level that she was at before
Right.
the divorce. But then I see her with him and she really does like him and it was adorable.
What do you think the attraction is, though? Because obviously it's not his, handsome looks.
I mean, I think that's her at heart though.
That's true.
Like she came from like
Humble
broken
beginnings.
humble beginnings
Right.
and like worked her way up, and I think she's kind of nerdy at heart. She tries to like play it up saying look at me, I'm fabulous with
Right.
all her underhanded comments, but
Yeah.
I think that's just to make herself feel better.
And you know
Absolutely.
what? She
Yeah.
had to, Russ had to work his way through his family. She had to work her way through high society. So they probably have that. They're both kind of scrappy in a sense.
Well, and I
Exactly.
think both of them have to kind of come to terms with who they are within their family unit, which she had to do with her heritage being
Right.
Sioux in the past, and wanting to kind of
Adapt.
yeah, exactly. And I also do think that this socialite air that she puts on is such a facade.
Right.
That's why I think
Exactly.
that she really connects with who Russ is as a person, because I think that's who she is deep down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think, at the end of the day, your real personality, your real, your true love comes out no matter what you layer on top of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
exactly.
So she's layered a lot of, designer clothes and fancy makeup and hair and all of that. But at the end of the day, I think she's just this, genuine, kind, amazing person that has just all of this stuff laid on top. I can't wait to like chisel away at that a little bit more.
I was excited to see this whole Native American past, come out, and it's going to be really interesting to see how it plays out this season.
Yeah.
So we had another woman who on the outside looks gorgeous, Miss Laura Dern.
Oh, yeah, girl.
I mean, looking amazing as she walked through the door as Miss Wendy. Okay, so Miss Wendy comes into the house to get these divorce papers signed.
Yep.
Okay, here we have...
smart, intelligent lawyer.
Yes.
Yep.
Dual
Walking
degrees.
in fabulous.
Looking gorgeous. Hair and makeup is always on point.
All of it.
And then a mess on the inside.
A mess.
That's an understatement of the century.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I think Titus kept on saying tragic was the word that I heard repeated over and over again. I mean, what do you think of Wendy?
Oh gosh. When she very first came in, I was like, this girl is marrying the Reverend?
Right? Did you expect to see a train wreck? That's what I expected.
Yeah. I was like, I'm sorry, what? What's going on? And I guess as it kind of as things progress and the story came out a little bit more, I was like, oh, you're cray cray.
Right.
Great, you guys would be a perfect match.
Right. Well, the fact that she believed that they had a dog, Lucifer, in the house
the whole time.
I mean, hilarious.
That was the best part because she kept saying these really smart, intelligent things or really like on point, very poignant remarks, and then she would say one thing that you're just like, what?
Yeah.
This is like
did a little head tilt, like,
yeah, exactly. So
the dog, when she said, I don't understand how you have such a big dog in such a tiny apartment.
I mean,
I lost it.
It was hilarious.
Yeah,
I loved her. And the part when Titus and Kimmy wanted to have a meeting in his office.
Yeah.
And then she comes under the sheet.
She
too.
knocks.
Yeah.
I know.
She's like, excuse me, can I come in?
Excuse me.
Excuse me, can I interrupt?
But can you explain to me how Kimmy is always able to eat some paper?
Oh,
This,
girl.
again, she's eating these divorce papers. It's like
She's gotta have some paper cuts going down.
Yeah, that's gotta be a
that's
real
gotta
weird
hurt,
situation.
right? I guess anyone in that house seems to have unique eating habits.
It's fiber.
That's right. You're right.
Something.
Fiber
You're
for
right. You're definitely right. So Kimmy decides that she's going to try to not help her at Titus's encouragement, and she goes to finish filling out her college application.
Which I love that little montage of her trying to do her extracurriculars
I
and her little
know.
check. What was it? The badminton? That one got me. That one was my favorite. When she said badminton. I don't know.
What's a
What
minton?
is a minton?
Yeah.
And she's It was great. The one-liner she has.
She and Titus in this episode, their
Yeah.
one-lines were amazing. I loved when she was in the Model UN.
Oh yes.
I too
Oh,
was
yeah.
in the
Do
Model
this.
UN.
You were?
I do us too.
Model
See?
UN buddies.
Love it.
Yes.
Definitely not in that.
Oh,
What extra?
you'll be an honorary member.
Yes.
Thank
There
you.
you go.
Thanks for accepting me, guys. I appreciate it.
And there's still time. You said you wanted to go to Columbia, so when you go to Columbia,
I do,
you can join
yeah.
Model UN.
It's a dream school of mine. Maybe one day.
It's gonna happen if you want it to happen.
I'm gonna put it out there. Make it happen.
That's right. Put it into the universe.
That's right.
So, we see Miss Wendy's a mess, and Kimmy comes back, and she decides, okay, at Titus, who was the one who told her she can't help Wendy. Now he's like, please, please, please help her. Wait, Titus trying to seduce Wendy.
With the feather boa.
Shimmy, shimmy. It's
I mean-
always a shimmy.
I mean, a shimmy works. Just, you don't need much. A shimmy always works. I thought it was so cute. But the concept of Titus trying to seduce a woman, it was just hilarious.
Hilarious.
Like,
So funny.
yeah.
I loved him trying to make her go back down to bunker.
Oh, so he could eat cheese.
I know, exactly. Cheese, what's the trigger word?
Trigger word. What is that? What is that?
And that whole scene showing how Kimmy ended up getting married to the Reverend in order
Right.
to save the other girls, that was really interesting. But I mean, I'm not surprised the Reverend can get a pretty woman. How I also feel about
I
him.
mean, he's gorgeous. I'm with
Thank
you on that
thank
one.
you very much.
Yes.
I mean, as Wendy said, he had tons of women, vying for his attention, so it makes sense.
Which is a real thing, which is crazy to think about. But there are women. It
know.
just boggles my mind that that's real. Because, of course, when I hear these things, I Wikipedia stuff.
Right.
And it comes up that there were actually, some of these people that got incarcerated got married while incarcerated to these women that would, write to them. So this is totally a thing.
Okay. So basically, Wendy is the symbol of all really desperate women in
Yes.
the world. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Which
I
is
guess
sad.
so. Yeah. Which is so I mean, I guess it tells us a lot
Yeah.
about, a lot of things, really. But it just was so sad to see somebody that had everything going for
So
her.
smart, so poised,
Yeah.
but inside. And sometimes you have everything on the outside, but inside you're lonely. But what I liked about was her rationale for this relationship being able to work, which
Right.
wasn't bad, because she was like, he's not going anywhere.
Nope.
Right.
He can't cheat. I was
Right.
like, you know what, now I see why it could work.
I only see him once a week, so he's never
1
going to get sick
hour
of
a
me.
week.
I mean, that's
Yes.
all you need, really. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes.
No conjugal visits though.
I feel like Wendy's going to get creative.
I feel like she's got a creative bone in her body, that's for sure.
know,
She'll
She
make
teaches
things
creative
happen.
writing.
Only
She
to men.
teaches creative writing. Only to
Only to men.
men.
And Titus's face when she said that was like, which I thought was amazing. But
yeah, she's definitely one of those women that I just kind of want to hug and like just hug and shake at the same time.
I know.
It's gonna be okay.
Like, girl, get your act
Well,
together.
Right.
She had a lot of time because that darn printer was never going to get going.
And the meth head that was helping, he was like, "Isn't meth supposed to be speed you?" Was it meth or crack?
It was
I
meth.
don't know.
It was
I
meth.
don't
Yeah, it
know.
was
I don't know the difference.
softer
but either,
drug, softer
yes,
drug,
either
yeah.
way, he's like, "Isn't that supposed to make you go?"
Make you go a little faster.
Yeah. Now, the funny thing is sometimes I'm thinking, I just finished watching a couple episodes of Orange is the New Black. So,
Oh yeah, me too.
okay. So when I think
Yeah.
meth, I was like, is he the one that started talking about making the meth? And I was like, no, wrong show, wrong
Wrong
show.
show, exactly. I keep getting my wires crossed. Like,
All the
I'll go from
Netflix shows.
Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, and then I'm like right into Orange is the New Black, and then like maybe an episode of House of Cards.
Right, exactly.
I'm like binge watching all of them at the same time.
It's so much. Netflix, we love you here. So
It's the best. But this is my favorite. It's like Christmas and
I
Netflix season right now.
know.
Yeah,
It
I
really
float
is.
between Netflix and Hulu. Not gonna lie, that's why I like this Denny's thing. Is because I go back and forth. Because I love my shows on Hulu because the shows that air on TV live,
Yeah.
I can't watch
Right.
because I don't have cable. I
You're
just
a
have
cord
Apple
cutter,
TV.
like everyone else.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, like
Apple
all our
TV.
viewers here.
Why wouldn't I need anything else?
Exactly.
So I float back and forth.
Interesting. We have to discuss some Hulu
Yeah,
shows. Are you watching the one about the women, the female prostitutes?
Yes, harlots.
Loving it.
Good.
Let's discuss
We'll
later.
discuss
Okay.
after.
So,
Me too. I'm watching it too.
You should.
See, we should just
kidding, I
have
will.
multiple panels.
I
Just
feel
keep
like
going
just
all
keep
night.
this
We'll
going,
order
this energy.
Denny's, stay
Right.
here.
rotate.
We're
you
good.
know. But someone who is not a harlot is Miss Jacqueline because she
no.
is now an honorable married woman. Okay.
Oh yes,
Right.
Yes.
Well, we gotta jump to how that happened.
Oh,
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes, we're gonna get into it. I mean, so let's
that
talk
was
about
unconventional.
now.
to say the least.
I mean, sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get your man. So her man happened to get hit by a car very slowly and painfully.
And let's just mention, it was a smart car.
Thank you.
It was a smart car. That's the main point here we're
You were saying,
missing.
like the car was as big as this mug.
I
And
drive a
just
Fiat, so I
slowly
mean,
backed.
you feel everything in that thing. So I mean, I can imagine a smart car.
I love it. Well, did you see the person that the man that got out of it was like a kind of like a big dude?
Yeah.
Didn't realize
Yes.
anything closes the door, and she just goes, "It's
It's
Sunday.
Sunday,
You
you're
can
good."
park here."
So sad. I was hoping she would have some because she said she was the muscle of the operation. So I was like, maybe she's
Lift
gonna
the
like lift the
car,
car
lift
up
him
and
up.
save him, but that did not happen. And then he ends up in this full body cast.
The smart car can't weigh that much. I'm sorry, smart car, but you don't weigh that much to crush somebody.
Well,
Flat.
he seems like somebody with brittle bones. I mean, he's kind of a sensitive guy. Am I wrong? Is it just me?
No, I can see that about Russ.
I think that's a stretch, but we'll give him the benefit of the
Please,
doubt. Yeah.
please. I mean, he's already in enough pain in this episode, but he gets a wife out of it. Now, Russ's dad, he comes to the hospital to visit Russ with the brother, who's playing some kind of game, like a Candy Crush game.
It's Nom, something Nom. I don't know. Does anyone know? If you know, put it in the comments
this a
because I
real
want to play this
thing?
game.
I don't know what it is. Yeah,
I've
I've
never
never played
played
it, but
Yeah.
I want to try it now.
I mean, but that family did not like him at all to the point where they're like, you know what? Do us a favor and marry him so we can use you. I mean, that was crazy.
Yeah, it was. And I can't believe Jacqueline went along with it.
But I think
actually.
the old Jacqueline would have easily, like the previous seasons,
Yeah.
been like, okay, I'm
She
fine
tried
with
to
that.
escape.
But then this time, yeah, I think she's like warming up to the idea, and like
Yeah.
we're seeing more and more the layers stripped away, kind of what we talked about earlier. you know?
Exactly. And she did ask Russ if this is still part of the plan.
And then he did
And he did the little-
ectomy again.
Ectomy,
Yes.
yes.
But she was on the way out the door had he not done that.
Right.
Fortunately.
America's Next Top Model is calling her name.
That's right. Win America's first goal. Win America's Next Top
I
Model.
mean, you know what's gonna help her win? One of them clear belts that Kimmy was gonna get.
Oh my god.
She really wanted it.
That sexy clear belt. I was like, oh,
You can
no.
see everything. I was like, what?
Kimmy is a mess. I mean, so we're gonna go into episode 4. Kimmy goes to college. So we start with Kimmy. She has a new job as a task rabbit. Now,
I've used it.
have you? I was gonna ask.
used it.
I have a friend that does.
Yeah.
What was
it's
your
amazing.
experience?
IKEA, everyone, I'm sorry, IKEA. I love you. I have a love-hate relationship because putting that stuff together is not the easiest.
No.
So if you hit up TaskRabbit, you can like put your price and people will like pick and choose. And if they pick up the offer, they'll come and like do the job. Exactly what she was doing in the show.
Interesting. I loved how she signed herself up and Titus up because she was like, you need to be doing something in your life. And that shows you how Kimmy's like a good friend. She's always not only thinking of herself, she's thinking of everyone.
Yep. That's a good friend. That's a good friend that's going to pull you out of your stupor.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I think she saw like, all right, you've mourned your loss long enough. Now it's time to like, you know, turn your lemons into lemonade.
Or turn your spaghetti sauce can over.
Into actual spaghetti.
Into actual
sauce.
spaghetti.
Yeah, spaghetti. There you go.
But that spaghetti's got a good use.
So
Turn that frown upside down. Let's go.
exactly. And then Miss Lillian, so she's still into politics, and she's trying to avoid a new grocery store coming to town.
Yes.
But it's like so funny how everything that I would think is good for a neighborhood, she's like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't want her rent to go up, and I can understand that.
That's true.
Yeah.
I
That's
can
true.
understand that,
is
but
very
still.
true. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we saw this handsome man who is the grocery store owner.
Yes, Artie.
Right.
Yes, I felt some energy between
That's what I
them.
wrote down. I wrote down prediction. Lillian and Artie will end up together.
I like that.
I think they would be a cute little couple.
He did like cover her up and sit there with her and everything. We'll get to that in a little bit, but
Yeah.
you can see the love in his
I
eyes
did. I
already.
mean, I thought it was very chivalrous. The fact that he, I've been seeing these signs on Instagram where it says, "Don't tell girls that when boys hit you, they like you." And this kind of reminded me of that because even he was arguing with her, but he still liked her. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was cute. Kimmy's TaskRabbit work ends up bringing her to Columbia, and she had a bit of a reunion with her old the kid she used to babysit.
Yes. How can you say her name?
Xandippy.
Xandippy.
Xandippy. Yes.
Yes. But Xan.
Xandippy Voorhees.
Yes.
There's one
Quite a
heck of a
name,
name.
girl.
I mean, well, she
I'd
already
be
doesn't-
angry too.
Right? She already doesn't have friends, and that name didn't help. She needed a
No.
nickname.
Ugh.
It wasn't helping with her new roommates, these girls who are on the
crew.
crew. I was going to say rowing.
Same thing. But
Same,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. It's very big in Ivy League schools. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My other thing too is the erg, the
That's
rowing
what
machine
rowing
that they
machine,
kept
that's what
calling
they
the
call it.
erg.
Is that
I think that's the proper term of it.
I think
isn't
it is,
erg?
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But that rowing machine is always good for, your back.
Oh, I love it. I
It's
do
a
it
great
all the time.
workout, right?
A rowing machine actually is like real. It's real effective.
It's for everything.
It's a
'Cause
full body
It's
workout?
a full body workout. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, when we saw Kimmy get on that machine.
She's just killing it. Smiling and everything. Doing it one arm with the phone in the
Right.
hand
I
and
love
just
it.
going.
How are you so good at this? And then you see her in the bunker.
Exactly. Poor thing.
Watching the cardboard TV though.
I know.
And I knew the episode they were talking about with friends, which is so sad.
Do you really? That's awesome. I
That
love
was
it.
hilarious. I mean, the fact that they had to use their imagination to watch TV, that was crazy. So, Lillian, like we said, Lillian doesn't want the Big Jugs grocery store, which I thought the name of the store was hilarious.
Jugs.
Yes, because and then they were confusing it with the strip club.
Oh yeah.
Which, I mean,
which I think she'd probably like to bring to town.
look,
She would like the opposite.
I think she probably is a frequent strip club visitor, probably.
Well, sure. I could actually see Lillian owning in a strip club.
I think
yeah.
that's probably what she should do. That's a good idea.
That would be a
I
great
mean, she
production.
was killing it in the music video last
True,
episode.
her
so
dance
dance
moves.
moves are good.
I think she'd be like just enough of a ball buster to like keep things moving.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? But
Yes.
but would be all about the fun and the like, yeah, come on in, have a good time, enjoy yourself.
Right.
Like all of that. I just think she would just be like a killer strip club owner.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
She's like the older lady that all the girls would be dancing on, basically.
Yeah. Well, and sometimes you need that like mama figure,
She's
to like be in
definitely
charge.
a weird mama figure, but one, yes.
Yes.
I mean, in a way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just
But she is in need of some help later on from Kimmy, who brings her this tea, and it just messes up her whole game as she's trying to prevent everyone from voting to have this store in
I thought
town.
she got her alcohol.
Me
At
too.
first, I was like, what did she put in her
or
tea?
drugs. I thought it was some drugs, maybe
Yeah.
from the meth guy. I didn't know what was going on.
And I mean, Kimmy wouldn't know. So, I mean, it was so innocent.
She
She
thought
got the teddy bear one.
I know.
I love that tea, but
Yeah.
not when I'm trying to stay.
Now, and this is after Zan already calls her stupid, which, like, she was like, you're the dumbest person I know. I was like, no.
I know.
That's sad. That's mean.
Poor Zan is just, she's having a hard time adjusting.
But it was nice to see her again. I was like, oh, look who's back.
Yeah.
Now, while all of this is going on, our boy Titus is laying down some vocals in the booth.
Oh, yeah, he
It was
is.
killing it, like getting it. It was some like Mariah Carey stuff right there, doing those runs.
Right.
Wait, I just want to just shout out a couple of the lyrics that he sang.
Thank you.
Can I please?
Yes, please.
Can you sing them when you're doing it? You did in there.
If I could remember that, I would. Fluoride makes your drink gay.
Yeah.
CIA invented AIDS.
Right. Yes.
And then when, of course, my personal favorite, did I pop the pee in Hillary murdered Nicole Brown Simpson?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Did I pop the pee in that?
These classic lyrics.
I was
right
like,
here.
he goes, oh, he has some opinions.
Yes. Well, Titus was like, I'm about this coin.
But the best part, though, is that he didn't feel bad about any of those songs till the last one.
I know.
Which
Benghazi! Benghazi!
That's all he yells, just that one word.
Benghazi! Hillary was there.
There you go. There it was. I heard that.
That's how
That
he
was
said
great.
it. I mean, when the music video came on, that's when I was done.
Oh.
Because seeing Titus with hair, not only hair, but blonde hair.
He was great too. He had the swoop, the California traditional swoop.
Kind
Of what you think?
of like me tonight,
Yeah,
a little bit of
did.
a swoop. Mhm.
Oh, man.
But it was just so funny. First of all, I was like, have we ever seen Titus work? Is this our first time ever seeing him with
Other
a job?
than the opening, whenever he was one of the mascots.
Oh, right. This is
The
his
first-
second job.
mhm.
Okay,
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was good to see him finally getting up and out of the house and doing something to save his coins, so he can move on with his life.
Yep.
Kimmy, her rowing gets her a scholarship.
Yep.
And the other girls,
Amazing.
Isn't it funny how the girls, first of all, when the girls on the rowing crew team, thought Kimmy was trans because she was
I
playing
know.
Italian Tony?
Yes.
I mean,
Why?
good on them. Good on them. They're very open.
Yeah.
Right.
Like they're very like welcoming to everybody.
Yes.
And you
Right.
never know.
Yes,
So I think that was very like, forward thinking, progressive thinking.
Yes,
on
and
their
politically
part.
correct.
I mean, they're going to Columbia. These are like the cream of the crop, intelligent young women.
That's
so
true.
I can understand them being very like.
Open. And you know who else was open? The RA.
Yes, she was.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay,
She
I had a
was.
quote from her where she talks about, she says, just never reuse a dental dam or turn it over and use the other side. That's
Prime advice.
I
Right?
mean, one should always listen to that. The RA never steers you wrong, right? I
No.
mean, you have to listen to the RA.
I love it. Did you guys have an RA in college that you connected with or loved?
Mine kind of kept to herself, so no. No.
My friend became the RA, so she was definitely, it was the life of the party. I mean,
There you go.
we were already
Love
cool,
it.
and she became an RA. Like, cool. So
That's awesome.
Yeah. my
What about
RA.
you?
Well, I lived in the sorority house for my first like
I did my second year.
2 years, I guess, year and a half, and so I what RA?
Yeah, our house mom. We had a house mom. She was
Yeah.
great.
What house mom?
Oh, you all didn't have one?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
No,
Look at that.
we had a lot of fun.
I see that. See,
Yes.
and now this. Okay, we're in a college setting, which is also making me think of Dear White People on Netflix, and then another. And sorority house talk is making me think about that Orange Is the New Black episode.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten there yet. Don't
Oh my
you?
God.
Just joking. Nothing happened.
Okay. Well, I
no.
have such a problem with it, so we'll have to talk about it.
Ooh, okay. Let's discuss. We'll discuss.
Maybe
on
somebody
another
needs to bring
time.
me on the after show on
Yes.
that
Give
because
Well, we
them
can
the-
be guest stars.
such opinions.
Yes,
Wait,
super fan.
Can we go back to Boobs in California for
Yes.
1
Right,
second?
yes, please.
Can we just go back to Boobs in California? Because that song, like, Take It or
viral.
Leave It, is the most catchy song on the planet.
I mean, that's why it was popping in Japan.
I literally cannot get that song out of my head.
The video.
Can you do a clip?
I love boobs in California, dogs in California, something in California and my hair in California.
Yeah.
I mean, truly, it literally will not get out of my head. I walk around my house singing it all the time. I love boobs in California.
I think that's why that crazy man wrote the lyrics that way. So it was like he's probably like has subliminal messages in there because he was a little off himself. The bathroom that he made Titus use because, you know, that's how they get our DNA. The government gets our DNA.
Right.
I was like, what? And Titus was like, okay, cool. Let me make a phone call.
Great,
like,
I'm good. I love it. Well, you made a strong point to the end of Boobs in California too when Titus pukes.
Oh yeah, he doesn't have an issue about any other song. No Benghazi, no nothing. And then all of a sudden he's singing Boobs in California and he's got a bucket on the side and throwing up. I'm like,
it's just against his religion.
That was what he was calling. He was calling phone a friend, saying, "Lillian, should I do this? Because I can't talk to Kimmy. She'll tell me the other answer that I don't want to hear."
Yes.
And then Lillian convinces him to do it.
I know. I love it.
I was thinking it was going to be like really bad.
Me too.
I was waiting for it to be like something like really risque.
Right, super offensive.
No, and then
It is really risque for him, though.
for him, yes, of course.
You know?
I mean, for his lifestyle, he's like this. He's not about that. Even though, again, we saw his shimmy when he was trying to turn Miss Wendy on.
Oh, no.
But can I just ask, what is this white robot that is in every episode? Like, did
Is
no
that a
one else
Tokyo
notice
thing?
that?
Well, aren't
But
there...
he's got moves.
It's been in every episode so far.
Has it?
Yes. In some way, there's a robot. What does that mean?
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Does anyone know?
Give us your
Let me
theories on
know.
what the white robot symbolizes or what he's doing there. I guess
Because
we'll
there's a
find
guy robot and a girl robot, and
Okay.
I think it was the girl robot that was dancing in Japan.
Okay.
But I mean, they're getting it. They're in
Interesting.
every episode. I just want to know why.
Well, I know, I don't know. This is something that I've heard, but I think there are actually, like, robots in Tokyo, right?
That's what I've heard too.
Yeah, so I only noticed it in Tokyo, but heck, if they're coming to America, let me know.
I want one.
I want one.
They can cook for us. I mean, help
Clean
us
my
out.
house.
We can have our fourth, whenever we have
yes,
someone
yes.
missing, we can have our robot stand in.
Yeah, they'll download the Denny's app for us, and we'll just order food. Yeah,
Perfect.
I think it's gonna work. Now, I had some. You know, every Kimmy Schmidt episode is unique. You know, in this last episode that we watched, episode 4, you know, Kimmy realizes her dream of going to Columbia University. I mean, I thought that was amazing. Like she didn't like the first Columbia that she was referencing was not the real Columbia, right? So she's at the real deal Columbia. And I'm like, good for you, Kimmy. GED, from a GED to Columbia University.
From a bunker.
True.
Right?
Let's be honest, from a bunker
Yeah.
Which is
to Columbia.
what I think is really awesome about Kimmy, which is she is someone who, because I think of her sunny disposition and because I think she is so optimistic about things, she always lands on her feet.
Always.
So always something is happening, and regardless of how we view it, she always sees it as a positive.
Definitely.
Isn't that how we should all be?
I
Like they
know.
always say, the thing that you want the most, you need to just let go and it will come to you. And that's
right.
exactly what she's doing.
Yeah.
Everything is worked out.
Kimmy, no one's gonna hold Kimmy down.
Well,
I mean, hold her back.
I mean, unbreakable.
Right, that's right.
Unbreakable. But the other lesson in it too, not to get super like philosophical here, but the other lesson is also she's willing to do whatever it takes. Do you know what I mean? She's willing
Titus.
to be exactly.
Yeah.
She's willing to be
and
the task-
Lillian, because she stood up there and tried to
and
not sleep.
Jacqueline. Not,
Yeah.
True.
Do you
I
know
think
what I mean?
all these characters.
Now that we,
are really
true.
like doing whatever it takes. But I specifically, I was just referring into the Columbia thing. If she had never signed up for TaskRabbit, she never would have gotten the, the task to go to Columbia.
That's true.
And then she would have gone there and then had the connection with Zan and then met all the, you know what I mean? Like she's just she's that girl that's willing to do whatever. And I think, like you said, we're starting to see a theme in the rest of the characters
and
as well.
I think that she because she doesn't have a plan and she's open to any and everything. I think that's why good things come her way because she's not limiting what experiences that she can have. So.
Well, and she's not like it's got to happen this way.
right.
This way, right now, as I want it. That's a great point, actually.
Yeah. Now, every time I watch these episodes, they have these one-liners that are amazing. So I thought of a little game where I wrote down a couple of lines. I want you to try to guess who said what. Okay. First
Do you
one.
have buzzers?
First one. Don't answer that door until I lose 15 pounds.
Titus.
I love how he does jumping jacks, and then he finds it's a stranger. Then he's like, "All right, I'm good."
I mean, I wish it could happen that fast because I'd be doing it too.
Would you? Let's go right now.
Okay, next one. Down, Lucifer. You're gonna make my gun go off by accident.
Titus.
Yes.
Yes.
He just
Like,
had
is
all the
this a trick
good ones.
question?
I know, but the fact that he said accident.
Accident.
What is going on?
His little accent keeps coming out. It's
Now-
very like.
Yes. Now, do you guys watch it with
Flouncy.
subtitles? Because that's how I see these things.
No, maybe I should.
Yes,
I
watch
need
it with
to.
subtitles. It becomes a different show. Okay, I got a couple more. Let's see. Do we have any?
Well, yeah, go ahead. And then I have we have someone in the chat room that has an update on the robot.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
Ooh, yes,
okay.
yes,
Robot.
yes.
Oh, okay. One more. Get to work on those tape, guys. I can't wait to see what you send me next.
Oh,
Do that one again.
Get to work on those tape, guys, because I can't wait to see what you send me next.
Oh, Kimmy.
Yes.
Because she walks by the band.
The
and,
Columbia
like,
House
yes.
Band, and she thought it was like the tape company.
Oh.
Keep them coming.
That's right. That's right.
We can get into our chatter here.
So,
I wanna
Babester6 has informed me that Yuku, the robot, is from the first episode in the first season.
What? Look at that.
But
So
what
we
was
gotta
he?
go deep. We
Hey,
gotta go
what
back.
was he doing though? What I can't remember in the
Yuku.
first
I like that
episode. Do you
name.
know?
I
Let us know.
I don't
What
know.
was her name?
Babester.
Babester, hit us up.
Yeah,
Babester
let us
6.
know what Yuku was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now I want to go back and watch the first episode.
I know.
And go see it again.
When was there a robot there?
I'm so intrigued.
I'm surprised you guys didn't see it in the first 2 episodes either.
I remembered, but it was so random. That's the thing. I was like so random. Like there's so much going on. I keep some things in my memory bank and some things fall out. And I
Right.
guess the robot just didn't stick.
These writers are just so good.
So
Because the
smart.
fact that we can go that deep in that conversation and get philosophical about
Yes.
the show, but yet there's such like a lightheartedness and reminds you to like, again, let it go.
Exactly.
And just enjoy life. Like Tina Fey can do no wrong. And
Not
the
at
entire writing staff. It's just I think
They
that's
really
why it's
are
so
genius.
popular.
Yeah, and they're so creative on how they mesh these messages into these weird, quirky, funny statements, and like they making up their own words and things. It just amazes me every week.
Even-
And there's no other show like this right now. You
That's-
know what I mean?
yeah.
It's so lighthearted. It's what we need, I
Yeah.
think.
Even to the point, a quote that just hit me, and I remember thinking like, who thinks of that?
Right.
When can you remind me of the guy's name who was recording all of the songs? Do we know his name?
I wrote him down.
Me too. Hold on. Kimmy can't.
Gordy.
Gordy.
Yes.
So Gordy hands Titus the lyric sheet to like Boobs in California,
Yeah.
and he's like, everything that I believe in is right here in magenta and white. I ran out of black, so it's in magenta.
And,
yes,
and how he
the
can't go
donor.
back to Office Depot.
And I've been kicked out of Office. Like,
Right.
who thinks of that? I
No.
thought that was so clever.
Yeah, and then how they take it that extra step to make it like a little off and offbeat and quirky and like uncomfortable, but they go there. That's what I like.
Yeah,
I like
that's
things.
great.
Yeah,
It's so fun.
they're a living. Well, thank you guys for sticking with us tonight. Please stay tuned for our next after show next week, where we'll be covering episodes 5 and 6.
Yes.
Got it.
Of Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. My name is Tsahai. Find me on social media at Say Hi Tsahai.
And I'm Candice Cruz. You can find me on all of my social media at Candice R. Cruz.
Great. And I'm Laura L. Thomas. I'm at Laura L. Thomas TV on Instagram and Twitter.
All right. Hit us in the chat rooms. We'll see you next week on AfterBuzz TV.
Thanks,
Bye,
guys.
guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.